Now, let's go to the ballpark.
And good afternoon. Welcome to the beautiful campus of Middle Tennessee State University. We're at Reese Smith Field as Middle Tennessee baseball will take on Louisiana Tech in the second game of a three-game series. Louisiana Tech won the opener 5-4 yesterday, and the Raiders will try to even this series up today. Dick Palmer, John Callow with you, and the Raiders have their ace going today and will try to get even in this series with this Louisiana Tech team, which is in first place in Conference USA.
I tell you, they may be in first place, but we played them close last night.
5-4 was the final in that game. So the Raiders and the Bulldogs will square off again today. Louisiana Tech 22-12 on the season. They're 7-2 in Conference USA. They've won 5 straight, 7 of their last 8. Raiders 15-19, 2-8 in conference play. They have dropped 6 straight, and they are tied with Sam Houston at the bottom of Conference USA. So it's the top against the bottom today, but the Raiders feel like they are just as good as a lot of these teams in the league. They'll just have to prove it.
We just needed a hit in the right place last night, and it could have been a very, very, very different ball game.
We will take a break here, and when I come back, I'll be talking with Blue Raider pitcher Colin Kerrigan, who got the starting nod yesterday and pitched quite effectively into the 6th inning. That'll be coming up. First, a 2-minute break on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Grannis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Grannis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Grannis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Tim Page with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates. Are you on the fence about selling your home? Feel overwhelmed at the thought of purchasing a new home? Well, it's time to get moving. For professional, personal real estate services, give me a call today and put me to work for you. 615-896-5656, or you can reach me at exitmurfreesboro.com. Let's go Blue, and I'll see you at the game.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
Talking to Blue Raider pitcher Colin Kerrigan before the Raiders take on Louisiana Tech in the second game of this 3-game series. Colin started yesterday, pitched very good into the 6th inning, and has not really been a starting pitcher, I guess, since high school, have you?
Yes, sir. I started a bunch this summer. Kind of got into a groove for it. Didn't really think I was going to start here, but obviously the opportunity came up, so I was willing to jump on it.
Where'd you play this summer?
I played in Tarboro, North Carolina, so it's about an hour and a half east of Raleigh.
And are your teammates with you?
I went with Brett Rogers and Ollie Akins.
Okay. Did y'all leave a lasting memory for those folks over there?
We did our best. Ollie left halfway through the summer. He hit his innings limit. Me and Brett stayed out there for a while. We tried to, obviously win as many games, kind of get our feet under us into going into this year and get some momentum going in, and I think we did that.
Made a lot of appearances for us last year as a freshman, and up until the SEMO game, you had been in the bullpen. So what changed?
I think I missed a month. I had a bit of a elbow issue going on, but I think Coach Myers just wanted to get me out there, keep me on a pitch limit out there. I guess I threw well enough in the starting role to say, hey, I can maybe be effective as a starter, and I guess that's what went through his head, and that's what led to yesterday. 93
pitches yesterday. That's I know you're not accustomed to throwing that many in the game, so how did it feel?
It felt good while I was out there. I'm a little sore today, obviously. I'm going to work back. Hopefully I'll get back up to that and get used to throwing that again.
What kind of routine do you have now after a 93 pitch outing?
Well, after we got done yesterday, went and did some arm care, just some post work. Today, did a lower body lift. Tomorrow I'll do an upper body lift, and we'll get back on the horse and start throwing.
So you went to MBA, and are you a Nashville native? Been around there most of your life?
Yes, sir. I'm from Nashville. I've lived in the Bellevue area for most of my life. Went to MBA, went to St. Matthew's School before that, Catholic school on Sneed Road.
So as a good player in high school, I guess you were a two-way player too, weren't you?
Yes, sir, I was.
You miss hitting?
Oh, a little bit. Obviously with Trace going, I played first base. With Trace going down, I went into Coach Nichols' office one day and told him, hey, if you need a first baseman, I'm ready to go. He laughed me out the door, of course. But, I miss it a little bit. I miss playing first. It's always fun to see everything from the other side, from the other perspective, as well as the pitching side.
So what influenced your decision to come to Middle Tennessee?
This was really the first Division I school that talked to me. I was fortunate enough to throw in a travel ball game at the Reese, and Coach Myers just happened to be outside watching pitchers, and he came up to me after the game and said, hey, we liked your stuff and love to bring you on a visit. And it was just everything clicked from there. It was close to home, but not like too close to where, it was going to be a hassle. Just everything felt comfortable here and felt right, and thought the coaching staff was right, and they had the right goals.
Speaking of stuff, now what was working for you yesterday?
Getting ahead early after the first inning, I kind of had to work through some stuff, but I made a decision going into the dugout that I was going to try to limit giving away free bases. Curveball felt good. Everything really started to come together and got into a little bit of a groove, and obviously, two homers doesn't feel good, but it was just about getting back up on the bump and throwing and giving them what I got.
Yeah, you got a lot of ground balls yesterday, and your defense, I thought, played really well behind you.
Yeah, they did a great job. It was big time having them. They kept me in the game for as long as I did, and it's big credit to them. They did everything right.
All right, well, we're looking forward to your next start there.
I'm ready to go. I'm excited.
All right, yeah, thank you, man.
Thank you so much.
All right, that's Colin Kerrigan, Blue Raiders starting pitcher yesterday. Did an outstanding job. Pitched into the sixth inning and had us in the ball game the entire time he was there. We'll take a 2-minute break. Starting lineups coming your way next on the Blue Raider Network from Ben Wagner.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Hey Blue Raider fans, we know life comes at you fast, but with the right insurance, you'll always be covered. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, your local State Farm agent, Trevor Haggard, former MTSU baseball player, is here to help you protect what matters most. Give him a call at 615-203-5522 and find the right plan for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm and Trevor Haggard are here to help. 615-203-5522.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
And welcome back. Middle Tennessee, Louisiana Tech, second game of a three-game series this afternoon at Reese Smith Field. The two head coaches have already met with the umpires. The ceremonial first pitch will be coming up. Have some information on that for you. But first, we'll take a look at our Ascend Federal Credit Union starting lineups. Show your MTSU pride with every purchase. Visit one of their 28 Middle Tennessee branch locations. Ask for your MTSU debit card. It's the blue card. John, what about?
Well, for our visiting friends from Louisiana Tech, leading off will be the third baseman, Colton Coates. Michael Ballard, the second baseman, bats second. Sebastian Mexico. I wanted to say Mexico, but it is Mexico. He is the DH, bats third. Zeb Riddell, the left fielder, bats fourth. Batting fifth, the center fielder, Garrison Berkeley. Batting sixth, Trey Hawsey, the first baseman. He's the one that hit a couple of solo shots against us last night. In right field, batting seventh will be Brody Drost. He did not play last night. He's all left-handed, so they started a right-handed in his place. Matt Houston will be behind the plate, batting eighth and batting ninth. The shortstop, Will Safford. On the mound, a right-hander, Brooks Robertson. You think maybe his folks were Brooks Robinson fans? Got to be careful about that one. All right, for the Raiders, leading off in center field, Eston Snyder. Batting second, Clay Badalak at second base. Brett Von Dolan will be at third base. And Tyler Minnick, who's been hitting third, moves down into the cleanup spot. He'll be behind the plate. Keaton Ray bats fifth, plays left field. Kenny McKinley will be the DH, batting sixth. Batting seventh, the shortstop, Matt Wolf. Brett Rogers in right field, bats eighth. Hayden Miller will be back at first base. He bats ninth. And on the mound, Drew Horn, and we'll get you numbers on both of those pitchers, Robertson and Horn, as we get into the ballgame.
Raiders are being introduced and taking the field. The football spring showcase should be just about winding down over at Floyd Stadium, so we hope some of you folks over there will make your way over to the ballpark. Our women's tennis team played this morning in Houston and unfortunately dropped a 4-0 decision to Rice University, but that was coming off back-to-back wins over Western Kentucky and Sam Houston. And our men's tennis team will enjoy Senior Day tomorrow against Wichita State, and that match scheduled for 11 o'clock. And, of course, we'll be back here tomorrow at 1 o'clock for Game 3 of this series. We'll be on the air at 12:45. So the last player coming out is our pitcher, Drew Horn. We're set for the national anthem. We'll take a 2-minute break. Back with first pitch on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Grannis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Grannis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Grannis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test. Starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
This is Chip Walters, and I'm honored to be your 2024 MTAR Realtor of the Year. I'm with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, and like many of you, I've seen the real estate market shift and change. People often ask, Chip, what's really going on? Well, that's a great question, and I believe in answering with solid, factual data. So let's cut through some of the noise. I invite you to reach out. Let's have a conversation about your real estate goals and the current market trends in your neighborhood. You can find all my contact information at choosechip.net. From the Blue Raider Network in Van Wagner College, it's time for Middle Tennessee State University baseball. Today's game is brought to you in part by Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates and agents Brad Hopkins, Richard Lewis, Tim Page, and Chip Walters. State Farm Insurance and agent Deb Insel. Pepsi and your local Pepsi bottler. The Tennessee Highway Safety Office. And by Middle Tennessee State University. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Blue Raider baseball.
We just had the ceremonial first pitch thrown out by a young man named Brooks Miller. You might recognize that name, John. His dad is Trent Miller.
Boy.
And his wife, Nina. Trent was an outstanding baseball
was
player
he
here.
not? Wow.
He has the all-time career high in doubles for Middle Tennessee, and his wife Nina was an outstanding softball player, and their young son Brooks tossed out the first pitch, and his other siblings, Georgia and Rush, are also here. So Trent Miller played the last 2 years for Coach Pete, first 2 years for Coach McGuire.
And he was a doubles machine, no doubt about it.
Behind the plate for the Blue Raiders today will be Tyler Minnick. At third base, Brett Bondolan. Shortstop will be Matt Wolf. And at second base, Clay Badalak. At first base will be Hayden Miller. In left field, Keaton Ray. Center field, Eston Snyder. Right field, Brett Rogers. And on the mound, the right-hander, Drew Horn.
Drew Horn making his 7th appearance, all starts. He's thrown 34 in the third innings, given up 7 runs, 6 of them earned on 14 hits. 21 walks, 48 strikeouts, 1.57 ERA, 2-1 record. Here's the number I like, Dick. Opponents hitting only 120 against Drew Horn.
Taking his warm-up tosses with his catcher, Tyler Minnick. The home plate umpire will be David Martinez, Jairo Martinez at first base, and Mike Mazza.
Mike Piazza caught for the New York Mets.
Yes. Mike Mazza will be the third base umpire. I thought he had a very good strike zone yesterday.
He did. You know, he really did.
A little tight, but
it was a fair, and he stayed consistent the entire ball game.
Raiders in their blue tops, white pants today, blue caps. Louisiana Tech in their red tops with the gray pants and the blue caps, and a lot of red, white, and blue on the field as Colton Coates steps in against Drew Horn, and the first pitch of the game is in there for a called strike.
4:04.
One strike to count to Coates. A switch hitter batting left-handed takes the pitch away for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. 60 degrees at game time. The skies are perfectly clear. Sunshine and a swing and a foul back. And a north wind as we had yesterday, north-northwest at about 12. That's about the way it was blowing yesterday.
It's going to make it tough for left-handed hitters and unless they want to keep the ball in the ballpark.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. Horn with a 1-2 pitch. Just missed high for ball 2. 2-2.
Man, folks, that when that wind is blowing like that, blowing straight in from center field, there you can hit home runs here, but they have to be down the left field line.
Ground balls backhanded by Miller. Tosses to Drew Horn covering first, and that is out number 1. It's a nice stop by Hayden Miller, who is really at an unfamiliar position.
Well, he started this season at third base for the Raiders. Had some defensive issues, but I thought he handled that ground ball. That was a shot, and I thought he handled that very, very well. 1
out. Michael Ballard will step in. He's the second baseman for the Bulldogs, hitting .311 with 6 home runs, 6 ball 1 from Drew Horn.
This is the guy we need to keep off base because he runs.
Horn with a pitch, and it is in there for a call strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to count.
The real test for Drew Horn is going to be whether or not his
that one is over his head and
I think
the backstop.
I think he was he laughed at himself a little bit on that one. That was definitely a hit the bull pitch.
2 balls and a strike.
But if he's throwing his slider for strikes, he's going to be very, very effective.
Swing and a foul back. Horn can reach 95 with his fastball. Throws a slider, cutter, and a changeup. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch is swung on, hit in the air, shallow right field. Rogers coming on, Badylak backing up, and he will make the catch in shallow right field. So that is out number 2 here in the first inning, and the batter will be Sebastian Mexico. He's the DH, left-handed hitter, and leads their team in batting average with .337. Swings at this pitch, hits it high in the air to left field, and it is going to be caught out there fairly deep in left field.
Yeah, Keaton Ray had his back heels. I guess that's the only way you got heels. Had his heels on the track, so it was deep.
3 up, 3 down in the first inning. Nothing across for the Texters. The Raiders will be coming up. Louisiana Tech, nothing. And Middle Tennessee coming to bat on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
We go to the bottom of the first inning. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification as you listen to Middle Tennessee baseball.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports. WGNS. Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
Eston Snyder will lead it off for the Raiders. Defensively for Louisiana Tech, they will have Houston behind the plate. Coates at third, Safford at shortstop, Ballard at second, Hossey at first with Ruddle in left, Berkeley in center, and Drost in right field. And on the mound, Brooks Robertson.
That one's going to be tough one for baseball fiends like us, Dick. Anyway, Brooks Robertson making his 10th appearance, his 5th start. He's thrown 37 innings, given up 18 runs, 15 earned on 25 hits, 18 walks, 33 strikeouts, 3.65 ERA, 4-1 record. Opponents hitting 195 against this right-hander.
Eston Snyder stepping in. Had a milestone yesterday. We'll tell you about it in a moment. There's the first pitch to Snyder. Low for ball one. Snyder picked up his 200th career hit as a Blue Raider yesterday. Robertson's pitch is a strike called, and it's 1-1. Eston hitting .377 on the year. The right-hander delivers, swinging a foul over by the Bulldog dugout down the third base side. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Robertson's pitch misses outside. John, I keep wanting to call him Robinson, but
I know you do because I suggested it. I planted that in your brain, and I apologize for that.
It's Robertson.
Robertson, right.
The 2-2 is swung on, hit sharply to second base. Ballard has it over to first, and that is out number 1 for the Raiders here in the first inning. Snyder grounds out, second to first.
200 is a lot of hits. That still doesn't get you in the top 10 here at Middle. You know who's number 10?
No.
Bryce Prince with 240. Trent Miller, 243. He's number 9.
Clay Badalak will step in for the Raiders. Clay hitting .313, playing second base today. He's alternated between second and third. First pitch in for a strike called.
Well, in my opinion, when he's at second and Brett Von Dolan is at third, Matt Wolf at short, we've got a pretty darn good defensive infield. I really like the way they both play their positions.
Swinging a foul off the screen, 2 strikes the count. Crowd still coming in here on a sunny Saturday afternoon. Sunny but cool. 60 degrees at game time. And the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air into shallow left center. Shortstop backing up. Safford, he will make the catch for out number 2 here in the first inning. So with 2 down, the batter is Brett Von Dolan. They had him in the 2-hole yesterday. He drops down to number 3 in the order. And Von Dolan yesterday had a base hit, extending his hitting streak to 13 games. Swinging a foul back.
And on his hands.
13 home runs for Von Dolan. He is the co-leader in Conference USA.
I'd like to see him take care of that today.
The 1-strike pitch swung on, fouled, out of play, and it's 0-2. Outfield straight away and deep for Von Dolan. And Robertson with the pitch off his fist back to the screen. Count holding and 2 strikes.
The way those outfielders playing, Dick, it almost looks like a no doubles defense. They're just daring him to hit it in front of him.
Right-hander delivers, and another foul tap down to third baseline.
Coach Nichols let the third baseman handle that. He doesn't get in the way of many ground balls, does he, no. Coach Nichols?
No. 2 strikes the count. And the right-hander ready to work. The pitch is swung on and missed, struck him out.
Struck him out on a pitch down and away.
That is all in the first inning. Raiders 3 up and 3 down, just as the Bulldogs were in the top of the inning. We completed one full inning, no score from Reese Smith Field. You're listening to Middle Tennessee Baseball from Van Wagner.
Middle Tennessee Electric proudly supports the MTSU Blue Raiders, and we're proud to power the scoreboard lights at Reese Smith Jr. Field. When it comes to the electric service in the community, you can always trust MTE to do what's best for our members. We serve by providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member service. Here at MTE, we serve to make life better for our members and their communities. Visit www.mtemc.com to learn more. And that scoreboard, light it up, Blue Raiders.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
We go to the second inning, no score. Each pitcher retired the side in order in the first inning. Louisiana Tech's got the red tops on today with the gray pants. Raiders all in blue. Blue tops, white pants. Drew Horn is making his 7th start. He has missed a couple of starts.
Well, he threw the no-hitter, came back through had one more start, then missed a couple. Had some, shoulder irritation? But has thrown very well his last couple of outings.
He will work to Zeb Ruddle.
He only threw 11 pitches in that first inning.
I think I called him Ruddell yesterday, which is the way it looks to me, but it's Ruddle. Pitch low and inside, ball 1. Left-handed batter, he's hitting .242. The pitch is swung on, hit to left center, and fairly deep. Snyder on a long run. Or was it Keaton Ray?
No, that was Eston Snyder, and you're right, a long run and got there in plenty of time. I tell you what, he covers a ton of ground.
So 1 out in the second. The batter is Garrison Berkeley. Berkeley, the center fielder, played right field yesterday. He's hitting .311. And takes a strike.
And that was that slider, Dick. That was pretty.
1 out here in the second inning. No score in the game. Horn with the pitch. Swung on, hit to left field, and that's hit deep. And Keaton Ray's back, and that one is out of here. Just down the line. Not fair by much. What could you tell, John?
It was in front of, just over the Bluegrass Dental sign, which is from the line. You've got a retired number, and then the Bluegrass Dental sign. Got it just over the wall. Keaton Ray was tracking that the whole way, and went up over the line. Thought he had a chance.
The batter is Halsey, and he hit 2 out to left field yesterday.
For Berkeley, that was his 5th of the season.
First pitch is ball 1 to Halsey, and there is a strike called. 1-1. Well, we've had some deep fly balls, which is, I know, concerning here early in the game, and one of them left the ballpark. Halsey lines one to left field, and that's in for a base hit. So the left-handed hitter going the other way, just as he did yesterday. Except those 2 hits yesterday left the ballpark.
I'll bet you on that home run to Garrison Berkeley. If I were to ask Drew Horton what happened, I'll bet you he'll tell me he hung a slider.
Brody Droust, the right fielder, did not play yesterday. He bats left-handed. Takes the pitch inside for ball one. That home run was only the second Drew Horton has given up all season. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Pitch is high for ball two, 2-0. Middle infielders, double play depth. Third baseman, one step up on the grass. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Count will go to 2-1. Catcher Houston is the on-deck hitter. Louisiana Tech with an early 1-0 lead, just as they had yesterday. Swing and a foul. Straight back, 2-2. And their first run yesterday was a solo home run.
It was. Drost is the regular, but did not play yesterday because of the left-handed starter.
Pitch is outside, ball 3. So full count. We'll watch that runner at first, although he's the big first baseman. I don't know if they'll run him or not. And not going, and it's outside, ball 4.
That's not good.
That will put runners at first and second with 1 out. And the batter is Matt Houston. Catcher did not play in the game yesterday. He is hitting .292. Big right-handed hitter. Horn with runners at first and second delivers a bit high for ball 1.
Just barely missed. That was with the fastball.
6'2", 240 is Houston from Hallsville, Texas. The pitch. Low and inside, ball 2, 2-0. Coach Myers is going to make a visit. Drew's having a little control trouble here.
Yeah.
Early.
Well, he was really good in that first inning, only threw, 11 pitches, and didn't struggle at all.
This was a problem Drew had in his last start, which was at Liberty. He did last through 6 innings, but he threw 100 pitches in that game and had 4 walks.
To give you an idea how that fits in, when he threw his no-hitter against Fairleigh Dickinson, threw a complete game no-hitter and only threw 115 pitches.
Now the 2-0 pitch to Houston, and it's high for ball 3. 3-0.
Well, that drives a coach crazy when you go out there and say, now here's what you need to fix. Usually that next pitch is a strike.
And the 3-0 delivery is right in there, 3-1.
Yeah, that's a breaking ball. Probably the slider.
Halsey at second, Droust at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss. Chased a high pitch, and it's 3-2. Louisiana Tech leading 1-0. We are in the second inning.
Need a ground ball here.
Pitch to the plate, swung on, fouled. Count will hold at 3-2. Houston batting 8th in the order, so the number 9 hitter, Safford, would be next. Pitch is high, and he walked him, and the bases are loaded.
So that last foul ball went off to our left, and I only saw one kid go take a look at it, and that was my grandson.
Oh, really?
Yes. My family up from Charleston this weekend, and all out here at the ballpark today.
Here's Will Safford, the number 9 hitter. Bases loaded, 1 out. Pitch over but low, ball 1.
We had Andrew here with us during the pregame show in the first inning. I think we bored him, Dick.
You think so?
Maybe so. I don't know. He bailed.
1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch is high, outside, ball 2. Now, this is a 182 hitter.
Yeah. You don't want to walk this guy, especially with the bases loaded. You can still get out of this jam with only 1 run across.
Pitch is high, ball 3, 3-0.
Nobody throwing, of course, not here in the second inning with your ace on the mound. And you just got to let him work through it because you've already made 1 mound visit.
Pitch is in for a strike, 3-1.
Yeah. Came back with the fastball.
Bases loaded, 1 out here in the second inning. 1 run in. And Horn with the pitch. That is strike 2 called.
Savard was trying to sell that as a ball, but David Martinez, the home plate umpire, wasn't buying.
Full count, 3-2. And the pitch. Swung on, fair ball, just inside the bag at first, rolling in foul ground. 2 runs will score, and the throw comes in.
That was right on the line, got just under Hayden Miller's glove.
So that is a 2-run single for Safford.
Now batting third baseman, number 9, Colton Coates.
Scoring Halsey and Drost. Three to nothing. Runners at second and third. That was be a double for Safford.
That's
the pitch
about
to Coates is fouled out of play.
That's probably about as short a double as you'll ever see.
It got far enough out of the infield and into foul territory for Rogers had to come a long way to pick it up.
And Miller was on the ground, so he wasn't really in a position to go pursue that baseball.
Pitch is low, 1-1. Coates grounded to first base in the first inning. And the pitch, ground to first base. Miller has it, picks it up, steps on the bag. They got 2 runners at third. Miller's going to run right at that runner and tag him.
Boy, what
and
great.
That will end the inning. That's very heads-up baseball by Hayden Miller. And he did exactly what he was supposed to do.
That's an unassisted double play.
It certainly is. 3 unassisted on the double play. As the runner on second broke for third, the runner on third held up. So they effectively had 2 men at third base. The runner on second started back, and Miller just outraced him and tagged him in between second and third.
And executed that rundown play exactly the way you're supposed to execute that play.
3 runs, 3 hits. There were no errors, and one man left. We will go to the bottom of the second inning. Louisiana Tech 3, Middle Tennessee nothing on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb and Associates.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
And we go to the bottom of the second inning. Tyler Minnick will lead it off for the Raiders. Takes the first pitch outside. 4-1. So Brooks Robertson has a 3-run lead as he goes to the mound for his second inning. Swinging a foul. Caroms off the Louisiana Tech dugout.
Back towards the field, third base umpire kick save on that, keep it from getting out into left field.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Minnick skies it into center field. That's going to be playable. The wind's holding it up, and it will be Berkeley to make the catch for out number 1. One down, and the batter is Keaton Ray. Swinging the bat pretty good yesterday. Had a pair of singles. Catcher got a piece of equipment from the bench before Ray will step in to hit.
You think
and we're ready.
Was that his little pitch calling apparatus, or
I don't know what that was. Yeah. Check swing and no swing on the appeal. 1 ball, no strikes. Keaton Ray 275 on the year. Left-handed batter, and the right-hander's pitch is fouled away over by the visiting on-deck circle. 1-1. So the Bulldogs with 3 runs in the second inning, a solo home run, a walk figured in there. There's a line shot to left field and a base hit.
Nice job of hitting, Dick. Goes opposite field, just got the bat out and guided that ball into left field.
First hit for the Raiders, and the batter will be Kenny McKinley. Kenny hitting 6th in the order, had a home run yesterday, his 7th of the year.
Had one earlier this week up in Clarksville.
Keaton Ray leads from first. McKinley takes the pitch low for ball 1. Kenny has homered in 3 straight games.
He hit one down in Muscle Shoals.
Let me see. I was on the wrong page. Nope, just 2 straight. But we'll take 3.
Well, let's make it 3 here, all right?
Throw to first. Ray is back.
We never did figure out last night whether Eli Birch could throw a runner out at second base, because we stole a few. He just never made a throw.
Pitch is outside, ball 2, 2-0. So they have a different catcher today in Matt Houston. Robertson with the pitch, swung on and missed. 2 balls and a strike.
Changed speeds on him.
Robertson, a tall, skinny right-hander. Looks like a tall version of Ollie Aikens. Throw to first, runner back.
His hair very, very blonde and very, very long and back. Reminds me a little bit of Jerry Royce. You remember Jerry Royce?
Oh, yeah. Ground ball, and the third baseman cuts it off, throws to second, safe.
He was
second
off the
baseman
bag.
did not have his foot on the base.
So that'll be a fielder's choice. Well, that really was probably not the right play to begin with. And the second baseman gets the baseball, is in front of the bag and has to step back to try and find it, and apparently he didn't find it in time.
Third baseman cut in front of the shortstop. Probably the shortstop should have made that play.
I'm not sure it was going to be a double play anyway, but
Matt Wolf swings at the first pitch, doesn't get it, strike one. We had a similar play the other day when Badlack was playing third. He cut in front of Matt Wolf, and the ball got through to the outfield.
Yeah.
One strike to count. Pitch low and outside for ball one. 1-1 to Wolf.
Well, Raiders with base runners, we need to make something happen here. A couple of runners on, less than 2 outs. One of those runners in scoring position.
And the pitch. Matt swings and fouls it away. He's got an interesting stat, John, as he leads this team in walks, but he also leads the team in strikeouts. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Outside, ball 2. Brett Rogers on deck to hit next.
Wolf hits .324 with runners in scoring position, and we've got one.
Runners lead at first and second. Pitch is high, ball 3. 3-2. Keaton Ray at second, McKinley at first with 1 out.
Walk would be okay.
And the pitch swung on, grounded to third. They go to second out there. Throw to first. That is in time. That is a 5-4-3 double play. And that will do it for the Raiders in the second inning. No runs, 1 hit. And 1 left. We've played 2 full innings. It's Louisiana Tech 3, Middle Tennessee nothing. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Ben Wagner.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Granis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Granis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Granis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
Inning in a 3-0 game, Louisiana Tech leading. Drew Horn had a tough second inning, and his infielders, Hayden Miller in particular, bailed him out with a nice double play.
An unassisted double play. You don't see that.
Michael Ballard swings and fouls the first pitch out of play, strike 1.
Now, it's not unusual to see an unassisted double play by first baseman. It's usually a line drive, and he steps on the bag because he's right there on the bag and beats the runner back. But that's not what that was. It was a ground ball to begin with. He stepped on first base and then saw that there were two runners on third and just ran right at the second one. And as he was trying to go back to second and tagged him out. That's a very interesting.
Ballard swings, pops this one up. And shortstop Matt Wolf on the outfield grass, a couple of steps. Will take it for out number one here in the third inning. And the batter will be Sebastian Mexico. Sent Keaton Ray back to the warning track for a long drive in the first inning.
Yeah, went opposite field on him.
Check swing and a strike is called, 0-1. And the right-hander's pitch misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
Now that was the slider again, so maybe he's gotten back in touch with his feel for that pitch.
Outside ball 2, 2-2.
Dick, some of the most creative people in the universe are the guys that hang out in bullpens. See what they've done down in the Blue Raider bullpen?
Pitch is swung on, hit in the air into right center. Rogers coming over will pick it up, but it's in there for a base hit.
There's always been a bench down there, but what those guys have done is move that bench so that they're all sitting in the sun.
Can you blame them?
I don't blame them one bit.
Chilly day. That's the 4th hit for the Bulldogs. Runner at first with 1 out for Zeb Ruddle. Pitches high, ball 1.
Interesting things go on. Interesting conversations in college baseball bullpens.
Horn checks the runner at first and delivers a strike at the knees. The count goes to 1-1 on Ruddle, left-handed hitter. Bouncing ball, Horn's got it, goes to second, out there, throw to first, not in time to get the lead runner.
Now that's the important one.
So Mexico, the runner at first, was forced at second. Pitch to the shortstop covering, and Ruddle on the fielder's choice will take his spot at first base. 2 outs and a runner at first for Berkeley. Berkeley out of Aledo, Texas. His first year, he's a grad transfer. First year with the Bulldogs. Pitches outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, Berkeley's the one that hit the home run to put the Bulldogs on top 1-0 an inning ago.
And the pitch. Inside, almost hit him. 2 balls and a strike.
Oh, but that was a pretty breaking pitch. That almost caught the back end of the plate.
Runner at first with 2 down. Horn with a 2-1, outside ball 3.
Horton doesn't mind working inside to hitters. He's hit 5 of them this year.
And a pitch instead of throw to first.
Ooh,
back.
That was close, Dick. I was ready to call him out.
Had that right hand ready, huh?
I did.
Runner goes, and Minnick drops the ball. That'll be a stolen base for Ruddle. Only his second of the year. Count is full, 3-2. And the pitch to the plate. Check swing, and he is called out. And that is all here in inning number 3. And that will be unusual because that's the first strikeout.
Yeah,
for Drew Horn.
For Drew Horn not to get a strikeout until the 3rd inning is unusual.
No runs, a hit, 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. Louisiana Tech 3, Middle Tennessee nothing. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Tim Page with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates. Are you on the fence about selling your home? Feel overwhelmed at the thought of purchasing a new home? Well, it's time to get moving. For professional, personal real estate services, give me a call today and put me to work for you. 615-896-5656, or you can reach me at exitmurfreesboro.com. Let's go Blue, and I'll see you at the game.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Raiders trailing by 3, and we'll have the 8, 9, and 1 hitters face right-hander Brooks Robertson.
Oh, I thought we had something cooking there in the 2nd inning. Had runners had a runner in scoring position and just 1 out. And
Rogers taps it to the first baseman.
Oh, that won't be it.
As it is an easy out for Hawsey. Takes it unassisted for out number 1. I think he was trying to check his swing on that. And the ball ball just hit the bat.
Yeah, kind of dribbled down.
So 1 out.
We saw a play last night. Hawsey should have been an easy play, and he had trouble picking the baseball up.
Aiden Miller hits this one into left field, and left fielder coming up. Boy, that was high.
It was. Stayed up a long, long time.
That is out number 2. So, John, that's 2 pitches and 2 outs. That's a little bit faster than we want this inning to go.
Oh, you got that right. Oh, by the way, I did circle the 4th inning in my book, so that we'll remember the Wendy's inning, next inning?
Yes.
We kind of did that after the fact last night, didn't we?
Here's Eston Snyder, the pitch. So strike at the letters. Eston grounded out in the 1st inning. And Robertson's pitch swung on, hit foul down the left side. Count is 0-2. Two strikes the count. And struck him out. They'll have to throw him out at first. They make that play, and what was that quick inning? 5 pitches is all, and the Raiders are up and down in the third. Totals after 3 innings for Louisiana Tech: 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. And for the Raiders, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 3-0. Tech leads after 3 on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, we know life comes at you fast, but with the right insurance, you'll always be covered. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, your local State Farm agent, Trevor Haggard, former MTSU baseball player, is here to help you protect what matters most. Give him a call at 615-203-5522 and find the right plan for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm and Trevor Haggard are here to help. 615-203-5522.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Trey Hossey will lead it off in the 4th inning for the Bulldogs, facing Drew Horn. First pitch is high for ball 1. Hossey had a single to left field in the 2nd inning, came around to score one of their 3 runs. Inside, 1-1. Or 2-0, rather. It's a big fella, and he's a freshman. Takes a pitch low for ball 3.
Well, I thought Drew Horn had found it there in the 3rd inning. Right now, he looks like he's lost it again.
Pitch in for a strike, 3-1. See, he's had a lot of 3-ball counts.
Yeah.
And there's ball 4.
He had that 11-pitch first inning. Since then, the pitches have been piling up.
That's the 3rd walk that Drew's given up. The batter is Brody Droust. Walked and scored in the 2nd.
Horn's pitch count up to 63.
This lower part of the batting order really gave him fits in the 2nd inning. Pitch high and away, ball 1.
Well, in that inning, Hossey had a single, then a couple walks. A double from the number 9 hitter, a 186 hitter.
And the pitch. Swung on, hit into right center field and fairly deep. Snyder's back there, and he will take it for out number 1. Louisiana Tech's putting some good swings on these Drew Horn pitches here.
They sure are.
1 out, 1 on. The batter is Matt Houston, the catcher. He walked on a 3-2 count. His first at bat. Takes a strike, 0-1.
That was that off-speed breaking ball.
Horn with the pitch. Swing and a miss.
He just muscled up on him.
2 strikes the count. Halsey, the runner at first. And the pitch. Outside, good stop by Tyler Minnick. Had to slide out of the catcher's box. And it's 1-2.
Houston looks to me like he's got a hole in his swing. We just need to find that hole.
Pitch is swung on and hit into left field just past Bondolan, who dove for the ball, but it was by him in a hurry.
Now batting shortstop, number 3, Will Safford.
So that's hit number 5 off Horn. And the number 9 hitter, Safford, is coming up. First and second with 1 out. Safford had a bases-loaded double to drive in 2 runs in the second inning. Takes a strike, 0-1.
Cole Torbett up and throwing in the Raider bullpen. I have a feeling the Raiders don't want to let this one get any deeper in a hole.
Check swing and takes the pitch high, 1-1.
Well, he just barely missing on some of these deliveries.
One ball, 1 strike. Right-hander with the pitch. Missed low, ball 2, 2-1. Safford, a left-handed hitter. He bats 9th in the order, but he had a big bases-loaded double in the second inning. Pops this one foul. That is going to be out of play. Rogers made a long run, but that went well out of play.
Oh, that hit the face of the hitting facility out there.
2-2.
Or was that off the clubhouse? Anyway.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Swinging a foul straight back. Drew's not getting many swings and misses.
No.
As he usually does. 2-2.
Well, that's because he's not been able to be consistent with that slider today.
And the pitch low for ball 3. Full count. Three balls, 2 strikes. And the right-hander delivers. Pitch is swung on, popped into right field. Rogers coming on. And he will make the catch for out number 2.
Now batting third baseman, number 9.
This will bring us around to the leadoff hitter, Colton Coates, who's twice grounded to Miller at first base. He was the player who grounded into that unassisted double play. There's a strike. 0-1. First and second, 2 outs. Pitch is in for a strike.
Yeah.
0-2. Horn with the 0-2 delivery. Missed outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Strike 3 call.
Yes.
Broke it right over the heart of the plate. And that is all in the 4th. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It is Louisiana Tech 3 and Middle Tennessee 0 on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
3-0 Louisiana Tech leading as we go to the fourth inning. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Middle Tennessee Baseball.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports. WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
Clay Badalak leads it off for the Raiders, and, John, it's the fourth inning.
It is indeed the fourth inning, and because it is the fourth, it means it's the Wendy's inning. If our Blue Raiders get a hit during this half of the fourth inning, everyone will win a free Dave's single cheeseburger, courtesy of Wendy's.
Clay Badalak took the first pitch for ball one and takes this one for ball two. 2 balls, no strikes. Clay popped out in the first inning. Raiders on the short end of a 3-0 score.
Well, the Wendy's inning is a good inning to get started. Climbing out of that hole.
Right-hander Robertson with a pitch, and that puts in for a strike. 2-1. Strike 2 called. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 middle infielders and first baseman playing about as far as you can, as deep as you can play and still be on the dirt.
Ground ball to second. Ballard charges and over to first for out number 1.
And because he was playing so deep, he had a long way to come, didn't he?
Yeah.
Wow.
Made the play easily. 1 out in the fourth. Brett Von Dolan will stand in.
Brett Von Dolan could not only get us the first hit, the Wendy's hit, could put us on the scoreboard.
Brett asks for time, steps out of the box.
Needed to adjust the batting gloves, I guess.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Had a big cut at that pitch. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, hit foul down the third base side. And the count is 0-2. Brooks Robertson, freshman. Popped up off the screen. Falls back down almost directly on home plate.
That was headed our way, Dick. That's why we've got that screen in front of us, right?
I don't know about you, John. I was ready for that.
I was too.
Pitches.
Oh! Well, Coach Nicholson.
Did he make an effort on that?
Made an effort to get out of the way, and it didn't work. It hit him. Got him in the hip. I think that might take some ice in a while.
There's a ball hit to right center. That's going to drop in.
There we go.
And there's your cheeseburger, folks. Brett Von Dolan popped it just over the infield.
And
because shallow right center.
And because Brett Von Dolan just got a hit here in this fourth inning, you can text the word single, that's S-I-N-G-L-E, to 83200. 83200 to receive your coupon for a free Dave's single cheeseburger. And you can redeem that coupon at any Murfreesboro or Smyrna Wendy's location.
1 on, 1 out here in the fourth for Tyler Minnick, who takes the pitch outside, 4-1. This time last year, Robertson was pitching for Friendship High School in Lubbock, Texas.
Oh, he's a good-looking freshman, isn't he?
Throw to first. We've seen some good-looking freshman pitchers.
Well, we sure have.
1 ball, no strikes to Minnick. And the pitch is swung on and fouled. Count will go to 1-1. North Alabama had a good-looking freshman pitcher.
Oh, yeah, you were telling. I was listening to you. And that's exactly what that sounded like.
1-1 the count. Robertson's pitch is swung on, hit into center field. That is a base hit. And the throw comes back in. Runners are at first and second, which means the tying run is coming to the plate. Back-to-back singles. That hit only the third hit given up by Robertson. So first and second with 1 out for Keaton Ray. He singled in the second inning for the Raiders' first hit. Swing and a miss. 1 strike to count to Keaton. Out of Walters State Community College, as was Drew Horn, or as is Drew Horn, and Johnny Stevens on this year's Blue Raider team. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. 0-2 the count. Pitch fouled off to the right, out of play.
Well, I was trying to figure out.
I'm sorry, he struck out.
Did he really? Okay.
I thought he fouled that ball.
I thought so too. I was a little concerned because I couldn't see my. Well, there he is. You know how many baseballs Andrew has now?
No.
He has 2 of them down there by the Louisiana Tech bullpen or dugout. Backside.
Kenny McKinley swings and fouls this pitch off. Rolls over in front of the La Tech dugout. 1 strike to Kenny, who hit into that fielder's choice that they charged an error on.
Yeah, that was a strange scoring choice, I thought, but that's why I'm not the official scorer, Dick.
1 strike to count to McKinley.
I was the official scorer one night in a Pacific Coast League game, and I swore that I would never, ever, ever be an official scorer at any level.
Pitch is swung on and missed, strike 2. What'd you get fussed at a little bit?
Oh, gosh. Just kept coming up with all this unusual stuff. How do you score that?
2 strikes the count to Kenny. And struck him out swinging. So, pair of singles followed by a pair of strikeouts. That does not produce any runs. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. We have completed 4 full innings. Louisiana Tech 3, Middle Tennessee nothing. On the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Grannis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Grannis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Grannis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
And we go to the fifth inning. Michael Ballard will lead it off here for the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech. They lead 3-0. Right-hander Drew Horn struggled in his Saturday start. The pitch low for ball one. And still he's keeping us in the ball game, John, if we could get him some runs.
And we've twice in this game we've had runners that had a runner in scoring position at second base with less than 2 outs.
2-0 the count now to Ballard. Swings at the pitch, hits it to third. Von Dolan double pumps over to first.
Oh, he has got such a strong arm, Dick. I love watching him throw at third base.
1 out in the fifth. Batter is the designated hitter, Sebastian Mexico. No, he is from Massachusetts. And a transfer from Fordham University. Check swing and a strike call. Went up there for basketball 6-7 years ago for a tournament at Fordham.
It's right there in New York City, isn't it?
Yep. Breaking ball just missed the corner. 1-1.
So my daughter and my grandson came by the house earlier today, Dick, and they're staying out at the embassy.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
And my daughter says, guess who's staying here at the same hotel? I said, Louisiana Tech baseball. She says, how did you know? Oh, I know these things.
Horn with a 1-2 and struck him out swinging. That looks like the Drew Horn we're accustomed to seeing.
Boy, you got that right. So anyway, she said we met some of their players in the elevator, and they said, you need to come out to the ballpark. And she said, well, we are. Well, you need to cheer for us. She says, I can't. Why not? Because my dad does radio for Middle Tennessee. Oh. But Andrew was very impressed by the fact that he got to meet some of those Louisiana Tech players. And the report was that they were really nice guys.
Pitch inside to Zeb Ruddle. 1 ball, no strikes. Horn with a pitch. Swung on, foul to the screen. 1-1. Bases empty, 2 outs in the fifth. The Raiders 3 runs down. Horn with a pitch. Missed the knees, ball 2. 2-1. And the right-hander's pitch. Swung on, hit into left center. Snyder on a long run and makes a running catch.
In the top of the fifth, while Tech scores no runs on no hits with no.
Oh, that was a good catch, too. He had to go a long way. And when he finally ran that ball down, it was bell tire, or perhaps even a little bit lower than that.
So 3 up, 3 down in the fifth for the Bulldogs as
well, that's the Drew Horn we're used to seeing.
We're halfway home in this game. Louisiana Tech 3, Middle Tennessee nothing. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
This is Chip Walters, and I'm honored to be your 2024 MTAR Realtor of the Year. I'm with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates, and like many of you, I've seen the real estate market shift and change. People often ask, Chip, what's really going on? Well, that's a great question, and I believe in answering with solid, factual data. So let's cut through some of the noise. I invite you to reach out. Let's have a conversation about your real estate goals and the current market trends in your neighborhood. You can find all my contact information at choosechip.net.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
Well, we'll go to the fifth inning. Got a couple of base runners on in the fourth. Couldn't move them around. We'll have 7, 8, 9 coming up against the freshman right-hander Brooks Robertson, who so far has been pretty much in command.
Oh, he sure has been. A couple of times he's had, in 2 of these innings, he's had 2 runners on, but has managed to work around them.
Matt Wolf swings at the first pitch, comes up empty, strike 1.
Nobody past second base so far.
Wolf hit into a double play in the second inning.
With runners at first and second.
Pitch outside, 1-1. And the right-hander delivers. And a shot.
That got past the shortstop.
Into left field. And Matt Wolf has a leadoff single here in the fifth. I was waiting to see if that shortstop came up with it, but
he missed it by, a foot maybe. Wasn't by much.
So that is the fourth hit for the Raiders. And a runner at first with nobody out. Good start to the fifth inning. Let's see if Brett Rogers can keep it going.
Showing bunt. Pulls
the bat back and takes it low for ball 1. Third baseman just off the grass as the throw goes to first. You'll see that a lot because they are trying to get the batter to show his cards.
And he did not, did he? That's good plate discipline.
Right-hander comes set. He did not show bunt. Hit the ball in the air into shallow left center. Center fielder grabs it, throws quickly to first.
Boy, they almost doubled him up.
That was very close. Too close for comfort.
Yeah, got a little bit too far. And they tell you go halfway on a fly ball like that. That was a good throw, though.
So 1 out, a runner at first. The batter, Hayden Miller, applied to left field in his first at bat. Robertson throws to first.
Hayden Miller
is back.
Hayden Miller could make this a 1-run game in a hurry.
Has 6 home runs. He got in the act over in Clarksville the other night. Another throw to first.
Had a rough night at the plate last night. Took an offer. And he was high enough in the lineup that he saw 5 at-bats. Made the final out, the 27th out.
Pitch is swung on, hit to short, over to second, out, and over to first, a double play. It's 2 double plays pulled by the Bulldogs. That's 6-4-3. As Hayden Miller grounds into a double play. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. And we will go to the 6th inning. Louisiana Tech 3, Middle Tennessee nothing. On the Blue Raider Network, from Ben Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
The very first steel and concrete structure built for baseball was dedicated on this date, April the 12th, in 1909.
Ebbets Field?
That would be Shibe Park in Philadelphia.
Okay.
Center fielder number 5, Garrison Berkeley.
And it was there for a long time.
It was there well into the, let's see, I don't think.
Into the 60s, wasn't it?
For sure. And I'm not sure that they moved down until maybe even the early 70s when Veterans Stadium was built.
Garrison Berkeley takes the first pitch from Drew Horn for ball 1.
Of course, in those days, for 50 years or close to it, there's a strike. It was home to the Philadelphia Athletics.
Right.
And the Phillies did not play there until later. They had a ballpark.
Pitch swung on, hit the center field. Leston Snyder there will haul it in for out number 1.
Phillies played in a ballpark called the Baker's Bowl, which had a deep left field and a very, very shallow right field with about a 40-foot, the equivalent of the Green Monster in right field at Baker's Bowl. And the Phillies never did much about keeping that ballpark up. And eventually it kind of deteriorated to the point that they moved to Shibe Park, cohabited with the Athletics.
Trey Halsey takes the first pitch for ball 1. Next pitch is hit in the air into right field, fairly deep, but Rogers is there, and he'll haul it in for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down in the 6th inning.
Well, it looks like Drew Horn has found his rhythm.
7 in a row retired by the right-hander. Brody Droust, the right fielder who has walked and flied out. Stands in left-handed, swings and misses on the first pitch. Strike 1.
Of course, after the Athletics left, the Phillies lived there till they moved into Veterans Stadium in the early 70s.
Strike 2 is called.
Renamed it Connie Mack Stadium.
0-2 the count. And the pitch outside for a ball. 1-2. This is also the date that the Braves played their first game in Atlanta
Wow.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swung on, hit down the left field line. That's a foul ball, and that one's out of play.
Got into the bullpen.
That was in 1966 when the Braves ventured south. They were greeted by a crowd of 50,671.
At Fulton County Stadium.
But Pittsburgh spoiled it with a 3-2 win. There's a ground ball to short. Matt Wolf up and over to first in time. A 1-2-3 inning for Drew Horn and the Raiders. 3 up, 3 down, nothing across. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Need some runs. Louisiana Tech 3, Middle Tennessee nothing. On the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Middle Tennessee Electric proudly supports the MTSU Blue Raiders, and we're proud to power the scoreboard lights at Reese Smith Junior Field. When it comes to the electric service in the community, you can always trust MTE to do what's best for our members. We serve by providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member service. Here at MTE, we serve to make life better for our members and their communities. Visit www.mtemc.com to learn more. And that scoreboard, light it up, Blue Raiders.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
There's Andrew's sister.
We go to the 6th inning. Top of the batting order. We'll see if we can get something going here. Eston Snyder will lead it off. He's 0 for 2. Had a couple of hits yesterday, including the 200th of his Blue Raider career.
Robertson has only thrown 58 pitches through 5 innings, so it's time for us to go up and make him do some work.
Hasn't walked anybody, struck out 3. 4, actually. Eston has grounded out and struck out. And the pitch is in for a strike, 0-1. Why is this guy so hard to hit, John?
You got me. Got a score from across campus.
Foul out of play, 0-2.
Lady Raiders are playing Western Kentucky. They're in the top of the 5th inning in that ball game. And it's all tied up 1-1.
Pitch is rolling into the turf, 1-2. Well, we're going to win that one with a walk-off in the bottom of the 7th, John.
Well, we got to get a hit first.
Oh, that would help.
It's without getting too deep in the weeds. Apparently, we scored a run in the bottom of the 1st.
Hit by a pitch.
He is saying that he stuck his.
What?
And they're calling him out.
This is not going to sit well with Coach Myers.
He is out and saying, "What are you doing?" And what the umpire is saying is that Eston Snyder, are they going to bring the other 2 umpires in? They won't overrule him.
They won't know what's going on. They were too far away.
And what the home plate umpire is saying is that Eston Snyder stuck his elbow out.
That he leaned into the pitch, in other words. Eston wouldn't do that. He's too nice a kid.
He's only getting close to the all-time leader, and they call him out, strikeout.
Oh,
that's a bad call.
It's a bad break one way or the other, whether it's the call or not. But
he needs to keep his mouth shut too.
Does that go as a strikeout?
Yep. I guess that's what they're calling. Either that or batter's interference. How many strikes were there?
There were 2 strikes. Here's Badalak. Takes the strike, 0-1. And the pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Clay has popped out and grounded out.
They're calling it batter's interference, not a strikeout. Batter's interference.
Ground ball to second. Big hop. Easy play at first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, number 18.
Catcher would get to put out then.
I think so.
So with 2 outs, Brett Von Dolen will stand in as a single in 2 trips. Robertson with a pitch, swung on and missed.
Took a little bit off his fastball.
There's a ball hit to left field and deep. Left fielder back. Tried to climb the wall, and that is a home run.
We're on the board now, Dick. We're coming back.
Von Dolen with his 14th home run of the season has put the Raiders on the board. It is 3-1.
Just pulled that right down the line. Got over at over the Bluegrass Dental sign.
And that is only the 2nd home run that Robertson's given up this season.
And that was with 2 outs.
Well, that decision on Snyder's cost us a run. He would have been on base.
Sure would have.
Strike 2 to Minnick.
Changed up on him.
0-2. And a bouncer right back to the mound. And that'll do it in the 6th inning. But the Raiders on the board on the Von Dolen home run. 1 run, 1 hit, none left. We have completed 6 full innings. And your totals: Louisiana Tech, 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. For the Raiders, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors, 3-1. La Tech leads as we go to the 7th inning. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
This game moves to the 7th inning. We'll check scores of other games for you at the 7th inning stretch today. We've got several series going on around the league. Drew Horn will work to the 8, 9, and 1 hitters in the Bulldog lineup here in the 7th. This is Matt Houston, the catcher, takes the strike, 0-1. Horn has retired 8 in a row. Houston swings and fouls it out of play. Strike 2.
Oh, there was a time in this ball game back in the second and third inning. You wondered whether he was going to get through 4, much less 5.
A swing and a miss, strike 3.
He's just gotten better and better as he's gone along.
Houston strikes out swinging.
Now batting shortstop number 3, Will Safford.
That's 4 strikeouts now for Horn. Coach Myers out of the dugout.
That's probably going to be it.
He's probably hit his pitch count limit. We'll see. There's 1 out in the 7th inning. Nope, he's staying in.
Well, how you feeling? You okay? Oh, yeah.
Here's Will Safford, who has doubled and drove in 2 runs. In fact, that double is the difference in this game right now. 3-1. Each team has had a solo home run. Safford swings, and that one's caught by Hayden Miller. A line drive. Well, Hayden's looked pretty good over at first base today.
I like the way he's playing around the bag.
That's out number 2. The batter is Colton Coates, the third baseman. Coates out of South Haven, Mississippi. That's a suburb of Memphis.
That is just across the border in DeSoto County.
And he went to DeSoto Central High School. There's a strike. And the count goes to 0-2 on Coates. Coates a switch hitter, batting left-handed. Horn with the pitch. Bouncing foul over by the Raider dugout. Count remains 2 strikes. Right-hander's pitch swung on and hit through the hole, a base hit.
That's the first base runner since the 4th inning.
Now batting second baseman number 7, Michael Ballard.
So with a runner at first, it's hit number 6 for the Bulldogs. The batter is Ballard, who is 0 for 3. Right-handed batter. He's the second baseman for the Bulldogs. Pitch to the plate. This is a bit high, ball 1. Shadow from Floyd Stadium creeping toward the infield. Covering most of left and center field now. Pitch is swung on, fouled out of play. 1-1.
Drew wants a new baseball.
We got a left-hander throwing in the bullpen.
It's been Cole Torbett. Let me check and make sure that's.
I believe that still is Torbett. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch is swung on, hit the center field. Diving effort.
He got that
and
ball.
Eston Snyder makes a diving catch.
Wow.
In center field. That was reminiscent of his catch on the final out of Drew Horn's no-hitter.
That's right. Wow.
And that is going to be all in the 7th inning. No runs, a hit, and 1 left. So it is 7th inning stretch time at the ballpark. Louisiana Tech 3 and Middle Tennessee 1. We'll be back. John will have some scores of other games coming up next on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Grannis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Grannis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Grannis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Back at Reese Smith Field, we are going to the bottom of the 7th inning. Louisiana Tech 3, Raiders 1. We've got some scores on the Daily News Journal scoreboard. A couple finals. Kennesaw State at Sam Houston. That was a 10-run ruler. Kennesaw State a 10-0 win over Sam Houston. Sam Houston picks up another loss. Over at Liberty, Western Kentucky, another good performance. They finished that one off with a 4-2 win. Down in Miami, that's New Mexico State and FIU. They're in the bottom of the 4th inning with FIU leading that ball game 4-2. Dallas Baptist at Jackson State. Looks like they are not yet underway. Should be going shortly. Over across campus, it's still Western Kentucky 1, Middle Tennessee 1. That's in women's softball. The Western Kentucky still has a no-hitter going, but they've already walked 5. Where's that 6?
Keaton Ray will lead it off for the Raiders here in the 7th inning. Get them all caught up, John?
I think so, yeah. 6 walks, 9 strikeouts. The Western Kentucky pitcher threw 4 1/3, has already thrown 101. Do they keep up with pitch counts over there?
I don't think it matters. Those kids can pitch all day. Ray with a 2-ball count. Robertson's pitch low and inside. Did that hit him?
I think it did.
Better be sure he didn't intentionally
like
stand
jumping
in front
way
of
of
the
that
ball.
baseball or something. Gosh.
So Keaton Ray hit by a pitch.
That was a terrible call that cost us a run.
Leadoff man on, and we've got a visit to the mound.
And this is the pitching coach, right?
Yes. Which means no change.
No. Let's see, I think they've got somebody throwing down there.
There is a little movement down there.
They've got a lefty and a righty going in their bullpen.
Kenny McKinley will be the batter. Represents the tying run at the plate.
I'd just soon see a new pitcher just as long as it's not Blake Hooks, their closer. He was pretty tough yesterday, was he not?
Probably a little early for him.
Yeah. But, you know, I subscribe to that theory that you use your closer. There's a reason he's the closer. And the save situation is not always going to be, you know, despite what the definition is, sometimes you better be prepared to come in and get out of a jam earlier than the 9th.
Throw over to first. Keaton Ray back. Kenny McKinley is 0 for 2. Struck out his last at bat against Robertson, and the pitch to the plate is in the turf outside, ball 1.
Well, we are getting to that time of the afternoon that's, I know there are 2 pitchers down there, and I know that one is a right-hander and a left-hander, but even with the binoculars, I can't read the numbers because of the glare.
The pitch to McKinley, outside, ball 2, and they're keeping that ball away from him.
Boy, yeah. Well, they had been trying to keep the ball away from Brett Von Dolan for the last 2 days. That seems to be the scuttlebutt around the league. You pitch him away, away, away.
Pitch is outside, ball 3. 3-0. Runner at first, no outs.
It seems to be the way they wanted to throw to McKinley.
Raiders down 3-1. We are in the 7th.
And he's the tying run. I don't blame him. Now he needs to be taken here.
And ball 4 is low.
That's why.
First and second, no outs. Matt Wolf will be the batter. I'm bunting here, John.
I think we're going to have a conference here, and I agree with you. I want to get that tail end runner, the back end runner. I want him at second base, and I'm willing to give up an out just to stay out of the double play.
Matt Wolf meeting with Coach Myers and third base coach Kevin Nichols.
And they're hiding their I guess they think there might be lip readers over in that Louisiana Tech dugout.
So here is Matt Wolf hitting to a double play in the second and singled in the 5th. Bulldogs expecting a bunt, I think. Third baseman ready to charge. The pitch is high. He did show bunt. 1 ball, no strikes.
Looks like a 6 o'clock start down in Jacksonville for Dallas Baptist.
They're going to depend on the pitcher to handle this bunt because the third baseman was hanging back on that play. The pitch high, outside, ball 2.
That time it looked like the third baseman, well, he's not charging hard, is he?
Not at all.
I want to put this one down the third baseline.
And the pitch. Strike called.
That was a marginal call.
Showed bunt, took the pitch, called a strike, 2-1.
I think you leave the bunt on. Make the third baseman handle the ball.
And the pitch. Butted down to first base side. First baseman underhands it to first. And that's a 3-4 put out. Second baseman covering first. Sacrifice bunt. So Matt Wolf does his job.
It sure did.
Puts runners at second and third with 1 out, and the batter Brett Rogers. So Louisiana Tech is going to play their infield back. A ground ball to third or to short or second would drive in a run. The third and first baseman are playing close. Swing and a miss. We need to put it in play somewhere.
Oh, Rogers a 362 hit against right-handers.
Fly ball would drive in a run.
Sure would.
Swing and a miss. A strikeout, on the other hand,
does nothing.
Do anything.
Wastes the sacrifice.
2 strikes the count. And Robertson with a pitch. And struck him out on 3 pitches.
Got him on a changeup.
Now batting first baseman number 28, Hayden Miller.
So the batter will be Hayden Miller with 2 outs. And runners at second and third.
Oh, he could put the Raiders on top with 1 swing.
Pitch is high, ball 1. Three to 1, Louisiana Tech leading. Raiders 2 runners in scoring position. here in the 7th, and a ball inside, 2-0 to Hayden Miller. Hayden is flied out and grounded into a double play. He's 0 for 2. Right-hander delivers. Swung on, fouled out of play. Count will go to 2-1. Getting a little bit of your sun over here, John.
It's that time of day.
2 balls and a strike. Pitch is swung on, hit the left field.
We're ahead, Dick.
Deep and gone. Hayden Miller, with one swing of the bat, puts the Raiders on top. As soon as he touches home plate, it will be 4-3 Middle Tennessee.
Pulled that ball right down the line. I told you, all it took was one swing.
That is his 7th home run. And the Raiders have a 4-3 lead.
And we're going to see a new pitcher. Boy, I tell you what, Brooks Robertson was really, really, really good for 5 innings for sure. Finally showed a little chink in the armor in the 5th when he gave up that solo shot to Brett Von Dolan. But here in the 7th, a hit batter, a walk, advanced those runners. He did get the strikeout on Brett Rogers, but then Hayden Miller just teed off on him, and we're going to see a left-hander.
So the Raiders leading 4-3. We have a pitching change. We'll take a break. Back to tell you who he is right after this on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Tim Page with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates. Are you on the fence about selling your home? Feel overwhelmed at the thought of purchasing a new home? Well, it's time to get moving. For professional, personal real estate services, give me a call today and put me to work for you. 615-896-5656, or you can reach me at exitmurfreesboro.com. Let's go Blue, and I'll see you at the game.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test. Starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
Well, the Raiders take the lead 4-3 on a 3-run home run by Hayden Miller. That forces a pitching change for Louisiana Tech. They'll bring in a left-hander, Luke Nichols, 6'2", 205. He is a senior from Belcoy, Missouri. I know you know where that is, John, but I don't.
Not. Well, anyway, he's making his team-leading 17th appearance. He's thrown 36 2/3 innings, and he's actually started 4, so mostly, though, a reliever, 36 2/3, giving up 29 runs, 26 of them earned. Misses on his first pitch. 42 hits, 15 walks, 30 strikeouts, 6.38 ERA, 3-3 record with no saves. Opponents hit 286, and he's given up a team-leading 4 home runs.
And he's behind the count to Eston Snyder, 2 balls, no strikes.
Brooks Robertson had only given up 1 home run in his previous outings. 2 big ones today.
Snyder takes ball 3 outside, 3-0.
Final numbers on Brooks Robertson. He goes 5 2/3, gives up 4 runs, all earned on 6 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, and a hit batter. And those 3 90s, as Coach Myers calls them, cost him runs.
Ball 4 to Snyder, so he walks Snyder on 4 pitches. And with 2 outs, the batter is Clay Badalak. Clay is 0 for 3, is grounded out twice and popped out. Let's see if we try to get Snyder in scoring position. Against a left-hander, sometimes it's tough to steal against those lefties. Throw to first, runner back.
You'd like to see what his move looks like, and I guarantee you that was not his A move. Unless it was, and then I'd be running.
Left-hander comes set, and again throws to first.
Yeah. Some left-handers just don't have much of a move to first. You just need to figure out who they are.
3 runs in the inning. The Raiders lead 4-3. And the pitch. Inside, ball 1. Bondolan waiting to hit next.
I'd like to get a couple more runs in this inning.
Nichols, the left-hander, with the pitch. Inside, ball 2. 2-0. Time called, catcher Houston walking out to the mound. He wants to have a word with his hurler. So Eston Snyder with a 4-pitch walk, the runner at first. And Nichols has missed on the first 2 pitches to Badalak, so he has not thrown a strike since coming in. And the count 2-0 to Badalak. Snyder, who's drawn a couple of throws over there, with the lead at first base. The pitch. Outside, gets away from the catcher. Eston did not get a jump. He remains at first, and it's 3-0. Well, let's get a couple of men on and get Von Dolan up there. He's next to hit. And the 3-0 count. Ditch is in for a strike, 3-1.
That was the old automatic.
Nice crowd here on a Saturday afternoon.
A little bit chilly, but if you dressed right, it's a great
Strike
day
2.
for baseball.
Strike 2 called, 3-2.
Shadows starting to, almost to the line between second and third.
Runner will be going here on this pitch. Instead, they throw to first. Tried to catch him cheating a little bit. Three balls, 2 strikes to Badalak. And the pitch. Hit to left center, a base hit. Snyder's on his way to third. As the throw comes in, they will hold him up at first and third. Badalak comes through with a 3-2 single to left.
Well, that was a good at-bat from Badalak.
First hit off Nichols. And now Von Dolan.
We're going to see another new pitcher.
Expect we'll see a right-hander here.
Yeah, he's already called for him.
So we're going to have another pitching change here in the 7th inning, which means we will take a break and be back to tell you about the new pitcher when we come back on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, we know life comes at you fast, but with the right insurance, you'll always be covered. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, your local State Farm agent, Trevor Haggard, former MTSU baseball player, is here to help you protect what matters most. Give him a call at 615-203-5522 and find the right plan for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm and Trevor Haggard are here to help. 615-203-5522.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
Your pitcher is the right-hander Noah McGee, 6'1", grad student out of Mount Olive, Mississippi, and transfer from Delta State.
Noah McGee making his 8th appearance, all in relief. He's thrown 8 2/3 innings, given up 4 runs, all earned on 7 hits, 5 walks, 12 strikeouts, 4.15 ERA with no decisions. Opponents hit .226 against Noah McGee. He has given up a couple of home runs and a double amongst those 7 hits, though. So almost half of what opponents have done against him have been for extra bases.
Brett Bondolan, who has a single and a home run in this game, will bat with runners at first and third. 2 outs in the 7th, 3 runs in, and the Raiders leading 4-3. So I'm wondering now, it's been a very long inning, wondering whether Drew Horn will come back for the Raiders in the 8th.
One indicator we can check on that, get an idea, would be to check his pitch count, which I will do here.
So first and third, 2 outs, Bondolan the batter. It is league-leading 14th home run in the last inning, the 6th inning. Here he is in the 7th with 2 men on. And McGee with the pitch, swung on and missed, fooled him on the pitch. 1 strike. Sophomore from Stewart's Creek High School.
Drew Horn up to 111 pitches. I do not expect to see him coming out for the 8th.
Strike called, and it's 0-2.
Especially now that Raiders can hold them, get 6 more outs without them scoring. Drew Horn would be a winner.
2 strikes the count. And the pitch struck him out swinging. So Bondolan goes down on 3 pitches. Raiders send 8 to the plate, score 3 times, 3 runs on 2 hits, and they leave 2 on base. We have completed 7 full innings. Middle Tennessee 4, Louisiana Tech 3. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Ben Wagner.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
New pitcher for the Blue Raiders. Tell you about him, but first we will pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
Left-hander Cole Torbett checking in for the Raiders out of the bullpen to try and hold this 4-3 lead.
Well, he's making his 10th appearance, 7 of those. This is his 7th appearance in relief. He's thrown 20 innings, given up 13 runs, 11 earned on 20 hits, 9 walks, 12 strikeouts, 4.95 ERA, and 0-3 record with no saves.
So here is Mexico, a left-hander to lead it off in the 8th inning for Louisiana Tech. Takes it outside, ball 1. In fact, 3 straight left-handed hitters. 1, 2, 3, 4 straight, 5 straight left-handed hitters scheduled in this inning for the Bulldogs.
Makes you wonder if the
strike called. It's 1-1.
If Lane Burroughs, the head coach in the
a swing and a miss, and the count will go to 1-2.
In the Tech dugout, whether he's going to do some pinch hitting here.
Well, these guys are all regulars. I expect they'll bat. Here's the 1-2. It hit foul down the left field line. That was going to drift out of play. Count will hold at a ball and 2 strikes. Mexico today has flied out, singled, and struck out.
And Andrew is over here saying, if I were still down there, I would have gotten that baseball. And I suspect his dad's down there saying, but you've already got one. You had 2, and you gave one of them away.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Check swing, ball outside. 2-2. 4-3, Middle Tennessee leading. We're in the 8th inning. And Torbett with the pitch. Struck him out swinging.
Oh. Change speeds on him, came in with the changeup, had him way out in front.
One out in the 8th. Zach Ruddle, the batter. Slide out. Hit into a fielder's choice. Flied out again, 0 for 3.
Lefty-lefty matchup with the wind blowing in. I kind of like that play.
Pitch is just missed the knees for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Left-hander Torbett with the pitch. That's in for a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 delivery is waved at and missed for strike 2.
Threw him another off-speed delivery.
Torbett out of Johnson City, Tennessee. And the 1-2 pitch is swung out and missed, strike 3. Torbett has come in and struck out the first 2 hitters. And the batter is Garrison Berkeley.
Raiders have a right-hander who's now up and throwing.
Well, I think I said they were a bunch of left-handed hitters. Berkeley's a right-handed hitter. First pitch to him is ball 1.
But Hawsey on deck is a left-hander, so.
There's ball 2 downstairs. Berkeley had a home run in the 2nd inning.
So you work very carefully to him, and if he reaches, that's okay because you got the left-hander coming up. Boy.
Swing and a miss. 2-1. Berkeley's struck out, flied out, and hit the home run. Swing and a miss, strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Corbett ready for a 2-2. And struck him out swinging.
Struck out the side, Dick.
Cole Torbett out of the Raider bullpen. Strikes them all out. That's all in the 8th. Nothing across. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Middle Tennessee 4, Louisiana Tech 3. On the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Grannis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Grannis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Grannis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Tyler Minnick will lead off the 8th inning against the 3rd Louisiana Tech pitcher, Noah McGee. He came in and struck out Von Dolan for the final out in the 7th inning.
That second pitcher was Luke Nichols. Came on with a couple outs in the 7th inning, and walked him in, gave up a single, but that was it. So nothing happened.
Here's the pitch to Minnick, and it's taken for ball 1. Tyler has a single in 3 trips. Raiders sure would like some insurance.
Boy.
Going into that last inning.
That would be huge.
Minnick swings, fouls it out of play, and it's 1-1. And the right-hander McGee with the pitch. Pop foul back out of play. Back over the grandstand roof. Let's say the press box roof. 1-2. And the pitch. Swung on, tapped foul. It rolled over in front of the visiting dugout. Count holds at a ball and 2 strikes to Minnick. They got 3 infielders to the left of second base.
Definitely shifting.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Minnick goes down on strike, so McGee has struck out both batters he has faced.
Got him on a slider down and away.
Cole Torbett came in for the Raiders and struck out all 3 batters he faced. Here's Keaton Ray, who has struck out, singled, and been hit by a pitch.
That hit by a pitch was in the 7th inning. Turned into a big play.
Ray takes the strike called.
Because he was on base when Hayden Miller had the 3-run homer with 2 outs.
1 out here in the 8th inning. McGee with the pitch. Cut on and missed, strike 2. One out. The 0-2 pitch inside for a ball.
Dick, this crowd has done a good job of hanging with us today.
Well, they've been rewarded so far. The 1-2 pitch is swung on, hit up the middle. That is a base hit.
That beats the shift.
Keaton Ray singles up the middle. That's first hit off McGee. It's hit number 8 for the Raiders, and the batter is Kenny McKinley. And pitched very carefully to him in the 7th and walked him on 4 pitches.
Finally, even on hits. No, actually, we're ahead now of hits against Louisiana Tech.
Throw to first, runner back.
Bulldogs had 3 hits back in the second inning when they put up the 3 spot. Then hits in the next 2 innings, and there for a while we were struggling to even make contact.
Pitch outside to McKinley again, trying to stay away from him. 1 ball and no strikes. One out. Keaton Ray, who walked, is the runner at first.
Setting up away yet again.
And the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a foul.
Had the hit and run going.
1-1.
Kenny was able to make contact.
So Keaton Ray returns to first base. And now a 1-1 count to McKinney.
Raiders definitely want to stay out of that double play, don't they? See if they start the runner again. Yes.
There he goes. The throw to second is not in time. That will be a stolen base. It was not a good throw, but it was to the correct side of the base.
Yeah, I thought that I've seen him make that terrible throw that's on the first base side, and they managed to get the tag down on a runner sliding into the bag.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Keaton Ray went in head first.
Pitch low, 2-2.
Is that 2-2 or 3-1? Scoreboard says 3-1. Let's see what the umpire says. He's not saying anything, so 3-1 might be right, Dick.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss, I guess it was.
Oh, that's good, because if it had been 2-2, we'd have had a runner on second base with 2 outs.
Now it's 3-2. Keaton Ray leads at second. And the pitch. Took it right down the middle.
Away, and then middle of the plate. That was the last thing he was looking for, wasn't it?
So that is the second strikeout in the inning for McGee. And 3rd overall. And with 2 outs, the batter is Matt Wolf. Laid down a nice sacrifice bunt in the 7th. And the pitch. Swung on, hit up the middle. Here is Ray headed for the plate.
Oh, terrible
throw is too high, and Ray will score. And down to second base goes Wolf.
Give him a single to center and advance to second on the throw. That throw was just horrible.
So it's now a 5-3 game.
He airmailed that thing, and I tell you what, if it's not for a good play by the catcher, Matt Houston, that ball goes to the screen, and we're going to end up with a runner at third.
Here's Brett Rogers, who fanned on 3 pitches in the 7th. So the Raiders do get that insurance run on a base hit by Matt Wolf, his second hit of the game.
All over across campus there in the top of the 7th, Dick. The Raiders did finally get a hit, but it was not the home run that they needed to keep that streak going. And Western Kentucky on top 2-1, and it with one out in the top of the 7th.
Here's Brett Rogers, 0 for 3.
We're going to see another pitcher.
So they must have brought a busload of pitchers,
I guess.
So pitching change coming up here. We will take a break.
Well, he hadn't called for him quite yet. Yeah. There he is. Okay.
Be back to tell you about the new pitcher when we come back on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
This is Chip Walters, and I'm honored to be your 2024 MTAR Realtor of the Year. I'm with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, and like many of you, I've seen the real estate market shift and change. People often ask, Chip, what's really going on? Well, it's a great question, and I believe in answering with solid, factual data. So let's cut through some of the noise. I invite you to reach out. Let's have a conversation about your real estate goals and the current market trends in your neighborhood. You can find all my contact information at choosechip.net.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
So we have a new pitcher, a left-hander, Connor Nation. He is out of Madison, Mississippi, and is a senior.
And he is making his 15th appearance, which now would tie Kreider. Well, it actually goes one past Kreider. Still not quite team leading, but 15th appearance. He's thrown 23 in the third innings, giving up 19 runs, 18 of them earned on 33 hits, 10 walks, 21 strikeouts. He's got a 6.94 ERA with a 1-2 record and no saves. Opponents, here's a number for you, Dick. Opponents hitting .355 against Connor.
Matt Wolf, the runner at second. Brett Rogers, who struck out on 3 pitches against the left-hander in the 7th, is standing in there and takes the first pitch inside for ball 1.
And that is
almost hit him.
Yeah, that is why we're seeing Nation.
Runner at second, 2 outs. Raiders leading 5-3. Pitch low and inside, ball 2. 2-0. Matt Wolf delivered a key hit, a base hit to score Keaton Ray from second base. And he's the runner out there now, the pitch. That's a strike, 2-1.
Nation doesn't have particularly good success against left-handers. Left-handers 13 for 32 against him, which is a .406 average.
And the pitch. Taking low, ball 3. 3-1. Hayden Miller waiting to hit next. The left-hander delivers. Swung on a hopper. Through. Base hit. Here comes Wolf. And the throw will come back into the infield. It is now 6-3. Brett Rogers comes through against the lefty. Bounces a single through the right side.
Closes the book on Noah McGee. McGee goes an inning and a third. Gives up 2 runs, both earned on 2 hits. no walks and 3 strikeouts.
Batter is Hayden Miller. Well, I guess maybe they've run out of pitchers down there. They're just leave this guy in. Nation throws to first.
Boy, that was an important run.
Hayden Miller put the Raiders ahead with a 3-run homer in the bottom of the 7th. And we have added on here in the 8th. It is 6-3. The pitch. Outside, ball 1.
Well, we managed to beat Dallas Baptist when they were the league leader.
Another throw to first. Rogers back.
Western Kentucky will go into the league lead after today's action if we can hold on, won't they? I think that's right. They won today.
Most likely. And the pitch. Miller swings, slices it foul off to the right. 1-1. Tech in the 9th will have 6, 7, and 8 hitters coming up against Cole Torbett. Another throw to first. Rogers back. Left-hander Connor Nation. 4th pitcher for the Bulldogs today. Strike on the inside corner. A bit of a delayed call by the plate umpire.
Yep.
1-2.
Well, from a balls and strike standpoint, this umpire has not been bad at all.
Here's the throw to first.
He did have that. Everybody, Eston Snyder's down in the on-deck circle, and he thought it was a balk. The crowd thought it was a balk.
Well, I thought he was throwing to the plate. So Miller bounces it to third. Booted. Everybody's safe.
Tried to pick it up on that short hop, and instead kind of shoveled it back to the mound.
It'll be an error on the third baseman, his second of the day. First and second, and here's Snyder again.
Yeah, the only real bad call I can remember David Martinez making was back in the 6th inning when he called Eston Snyder out. Batter's interference on what should have been, we thought, a hit batter.
So first and second with 2 outs. Pitches low and inside, ball 1. Eston looking for his first hit today. He is grounded out, struck out, and on that questionable call, called out on interference, and he is walked. And the pitch. It is a strike. 1-1. 6-3 Raiders. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Snyder hits it to short. Safford charges. And
he didn't throw the ball.
Did not throw. Well, he knew who was running. Maybe he didn't want to take a chance on a wild throw. I don't know.
That's right.
Why he did not throw.
So that goes down as an infield single, and we've got the bases loaded.
For Clay Badalak. Interesting decision.
I don't think he's got anybody throwing in the bullpen.
Conference on the mound. Badalak had a key hit in the 7th inning. A single to left center on a 3-2 count. So the bases are loaded, 2 outs. Raiders have 2 runs in the inning and lead it 6-3.
So I think, first of all, he's just trying to, well, he didn't have anybody to bring in. So he's talking about how do we defense this and just kind of settle everybody down. His infield has kind of let him down here in the last two.
Badalak 1 for 4. And Nation with the pitch. Strike called, 0-1. Badalak is the 8th man to bat in the 8th inning.
Now, Badalak is not great against left-handed pitching, but Nation is
and
not.
He drives it into right field for a base hit.
That'll be 2.
1 run will score. Here comes the second run home, and it is 8-3.
How about that?
Badalak drilled it to right field. What were you saying about him?
I was about to say that Badalak struggles sometimes against left-handers, but Nation, the left-hander, struggles against left-handed hitters. And since coming in, he has given up a single to left-handed Brett Rogers, now a single to Clay Badalak, and Raiders have broken this thing open.
Here's Von Dolan, the 9th man to bat. Pitches outside, ball 1. John, this inning was almost over with 2 outs and Keaton Ray on base when Matt Wolf delivered a key base hit to score Ray, and that kind of broke it open.
It sure did.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Raiders batted 8 men in the 7th. They have batted 9 men here in the 8th. And lead it 8-3. Swinging a foul tip at the plate, 1-2. Coach Myers out of the dugout.
I think, what's he going to do?
They're going to bring the trainer out. I think the umpire got hit.
Yeah, that's what it is. 2 base umpires are in to talk with him.
He called a foul ball.
Yep.
Give him a long, cool drink of water.
Well, I tell you what.
It's not going to make it feel any better. But
no.
Might help steady the nerves a little.
Well, we've got a final across campus. Western Kentucky, a 2-1 winner over the Lady Raiders. The home run streak has been snapped, as all streaks do end up getting snapped.
We're about to have a couple snapped today. We if the score holds up.
Well, ours is the good kind of streak that you'd like to get ended.
So the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Brett Von Dolan. Plate umpire got hit, and he is ready to continue play. 1-2 the count. The left-hander's delivery is one hit up the middle. Second baseman races to the bag and just does beat Badalak there for a force play. So that's going to end the 8th inning. But the Raiders come up with 4 runs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. There was an error, and they will strand a couple. So we will go to the 9th. Middle Tennessee 8, Louisiana Tech 3 on the Blue Raider Network. From Ben Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
And we go to the ninth. The Raiders leading 8-3. Trey Hossey will lead it off. Left-handed hitting first baseman against the left-hander Cole Torbett. First pitch is in for a strike, 0-1. Torbett came in and struck out the side in the 8th inning. And the pitch is swung on and a weak grounder to third, and Von Dolan boots it. So the leadoff batter is on in the 9th.
He was thinking, we're going to have a pinch runner here.
That's the Raiders' first error in the game.
First error in the series.
Got number 18 in to run. Patterson at first base. So here is Brody Droust, who is 0 for 2 with a walk. No, this is not Droust. This
is Birch.
Thaxton Birch.
Thaxton Birch, who played yesterday in Droust's place.
That was a strike call, 0-1.
And we've got a pinch runner down there. And I think
that was number 18, Patterson, I think.
That would be correct.
Out now, strike 2 to Birch. He's a right-handed batter. Put him in to face the left-hander Torbett. And the pitch. Ground ball to short. To second. Oh.
They
bobble.
He is safe. Matt Wolf kind of juggled that toss. Wow.
Back-to-back arrows to open the 9th inning. This is not the script
we should be
wanted to follow.
We should be looking for, and we're going to have another pinch hitter. This is number 44.
Right-handed batter. This is Eli Birch.
Both of the Birches played yesterday. This is the one that was the catcher yesterday.
First pitch into him is a strike call.
We should be looking for out number 27 here, Dick.
First and second, nobody out in the 9th. Pops this one in the air down the right field line. It's going to be a foul ball, and it's going to be caught by Badalak. Second baseman did a nice job getting there.
Boy, he sure did, and a great throw back to third base to keep that runner from advancing.
It's out number 1. Here's Safford. First and second, one out.
They must not have a backup shortstop if they're sending a left-hander who's hitting 180 or so against a left-hander.
Pitch outside, ball 1.
And see that nice pickup, Minnick? That ball got into the turf.
Short hopped it, didn't he?
He sure did. Great job. That
Raiders leading 8-3, trying to get out of this 9th inning. And Torbett with the pitch, strike at the knees, 1-1.
Well, we had the error to lead off the inning, then the error on what should have been pretty routine double play.
Pitch is outside for ball 2, 2-1. So Torbett really should be out of the inning.
And the Raiders should be down on the field celebrating big win.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Oh, yeah.
Pitch is low and outside, ball 3. 3-1.
This is not a guy you'd want to walk.
Throw to second, close. The runner got back. Torbett whirled and threw to Matt Wolf, who was there, and runner just slid out ahead of the tag. Pitch is ball 4 low, and the bases are loaded. Top of the batting order coming up. Colton Coates, switch hitter, so he'll turn around and bat right-handed against Cole Torbett. Now, this situation is not of Corbett's making.
No.
But he
should be out of this ball game.
It is on his shoulders to get out of it.
Yeah. Ollie Aikens throwing now in the Raider bullpen. I know they don't want to use Ollie today.
Coates 1 for 4. Had a single in the 7th inning. Pitch is fouled out of play, strike 1. Torbett with a pitch. Checked his swing, took it low for ball 1, 1-1. Pitch is swung on, hit to left field, and that ball is
off the wall.
Going to be down, and the throw coming in to the plate is not in time, and it gets away, and another run's going to score.
That's going to be a 3-run double.
All 3 runners will score to make it 8-6. And Coates winds up at third. There's an error somewhere.
I think the error is going to be on that last throw, which allowed Coates to go to third base. So let's all these runs unearned, but oh wow. And that's going to bring on Ollie Aikens. They've already made the call.
So that's the only hit Torbett has allowed, and yet he is going to come out of the game. So we will have a pitching change here. Take a break while we get the new pitcher in, and we'll be back with more. It's 8-6. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Ben Waker.
Middle Tennessee Electric proudly supports the MTSU Blue Raiders, and we're proud to power the scoreboard lights at Reese Smith Junior Field. When it comes to the electric service in the community, you can always trust MTE to do what's best for our members. We serve by providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member service. Here at MTE, we serve to make life better for our members and their communities. Visit www.mtemc.com to learn more. And that scoreboard, light it up, Blue Raiders.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
So 1 out in the ninth, the runner at third base, and the new pitcher for the Raiders is Ollie Aikens.
Ollie Aikens making his 12th appearance, all in relief. Thrown 21 innings, giving up 19 runs, 16 earned on 24 hits, 15 walks, 22 strikeouts. Got a 6.86 ERA, 2-1 record with 1 save. And this is definitely a safe situation.
Michael Ballard will be the batter. He is 0 for 4.
Cole Torbett, talk about a hard luck appearance, huh?
So here's Ballard. Represents the tying run as he stands in. Right-handed batter against the right-hander Ollie Aikens. Pitch. It's over but low, ball 1. Infield is back. The Raiders will give up a run to get an out because the run on third is not going to beat them. The pitch. That is, well, it looked like a strike, but it's called a ball. 2-0. Which is outside, ball 3. 3-0.
None of these runs here in the ninth have been earned, but they count nevertheless. All right.
8-6.
This is a heartbreaker.
Strike call, 3-1. And the right-hander's pitch swung on and fouled out of play. 3-2. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hit in the air, foul, right side. Miller went over, but that one's out of play. Count holds at 3-2. Time called by the plate umpire for some reason. And we're ready. 3-2. And a pitch to the plate. High, ball 4.
Well, we've got a contingent of Louisiana Tech fans. You can hear them.
Runners at first and third. With 1 out, the batter is Sebastian Mexico. Has a hit in 4 trips.
Couple of strikeouts.
This guy's capable of hitting the ball out of the park, so got to pitch carefully to him.
And he's the go-ahead run.
Pitch is a breaking ball in for a strike. 0-1. Left-handed batter against the right-hander Ollie Aikens. And the pitch. High, ball 1. 1-1. Torbett struck him out in the 8th inning. First of 3 straight strikeouts he had. And the pitch.
Oh, no.
On and hit deep to left field. I don't think the park's going to hold that. That is a 3-run homer. And Louisiana Tech takes the lead 9-8. that scores Coates and Ballard ahead of him, and Mexico with a 3-run shot to right.
What do we got going on down? We got the 3 umpires conferring.
And the batter will be Ruddle.
Calling Coach Burroughs out.
So that...
Did he step on the plate, maybe?
That run, of course, belongs to Akins, but the 2 runs, or the 2 runs belong to Akins.
Yeah, so... Wow.
And the other runner scored, and everything in this inning has been unearned.
Yeah. We should have been out of this inning 1, 2, 3, 4 hitters ago, 5 hitters ago.
Here's Ruddle.
We should be in the clubhouse.
Takes the pitch outside, ball 1.
Give me an idea. We've got Minnick, Keaton, Ray, and Kenny McKinley. Is that right?
Ground ball foul down the first base side, 1-1.
Where did we sent 9 to the plate in the last inning, right? So we got Minnick, Keaton, Ray, and Kenny McKinley due in the bottom of the 9th. And you got to hope that we can stop them here.
All 2-1.
And I have a feeling that we're not going to see Connor Nation.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. No, we'll probably see that closer over there.
Well, he is working. He's in their bullpen, getting ready to go.
2 balls, 2 strikes. All 3 is outside, 3-2. Six runs have scored here in the top of the 9th. Louisiana Tech leading 9-8. Pitch is swung on, pop foul out of play to the left. Well, that home run by Mexico is the only ball that's gone out of this stadium to right field in this series. And where was the wind when you needed it? There's a shot to right field, a base hit. Sharp single to right by Ruddle.
And still just 1 out.
Now batting center fielder number 5, Garrison Berkeley.
Batter is Berkeley.
That's going to be all for Ollie. Just not recording out.
So we will have a pitching change here with 1 out in the 9th inning. We'll take a break. Back with the new pitcher for you in a minute on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
The new pitcher is Landon Birch. And the ninth man to bat in the ninth inning will be Garrison Berkeley, who had a home run earlier in the game in the second inning.
Landon Birch making his 13th appearance, 10th in relief. He's thrown 23 and 2/3 innings, given up 26 runs, 20 of them earned on 29 hits, 16 walks, 23 strikeouts. He's got a 7.61 ERA, 1-0 record with 2 saves. We just need 2 outs. Because they've definitely got their closer working in their bullpen.
So 1 out, runner at first, and the batter is Berkeley. And he bunted through the pitch, strike 1. Up until this inning, John, the Blue Raiders had played excellent defense in this whole series.
Absolutely.
And everything just went to pot here in the ninth. I don't know what happened. The pitch. Down low, 1-1.
Brett Von Dolen trying to field a short hopper that ends up, instead of in his glove, going up his arm. Matt Ray can't handle the exchange to start a double play. Wow.
Here's the 1-1 pitch from Birch. And it's a strike on the inside corner, 1-2.
Throw-in error that allowed an extra run to score. He'd have scored anyway, though, on the home run.
Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air to right field. Brett Rogers will grab it for out number 2. And the 10th man to bat in the inning is Patterson. He came in as a pitch runner for Halsey earlier in the inning, and he, like several of his teammates, have scored.
So this will be his first at-bat.
Left-handed hitter. Throw to first, runner back.
So they're going to be making some defensive changes when the Raiders come up once we get this 27th out.
Strike at the knees. 1 strike, Patterson. Landon Birch for the pitch. Check swing, and that's a strike. 0-2. Runner goes, and the throw gets past Wolf.
Yeah.
Backed up by Badalak. That'll be a stolen base for Ruddle.
Ball got, when Matt Wolf came, tried to do the swipe tag, the ball just popped out of his glove.
1-2. And Landon Birch with the pitch. Ground ball to first. It hits the base. That's a fair ball.
And that's another run.
Run will score. Coming into second. And the throw gets past second base, but backed up out there by Keaton Ray.
Wow.
That'll be a double for Patterson. That was going to be played by Miller, but it hit the base and bounced into right field and actually rolled into foul ground.
That run charged to Ollie Aikens, so he finishes, doesn't get anybody out, gives up 2 hits, a walk. All 3 of them come around to score, and for the team, those are unearned, but for Ollie Aikens, he gets charged with earned
swing
runs.
And a miss. This is Birch. Birch against Birch. Landon Birch against Thaxton Birch.
B-U-R-C-H for our Birch and B-E-R-C-H for their Birch. Birch was one of the, he should have been the 26th out.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Should have hit into a double play.
It's 10-8 now. That just made the Raiders' job a little harder in the ninth.
Yep.
And the pitch, outside, ball 1.
I thought that ball was going to get fouled, Dick. And then it hits the bag, and that means there's no misunderstanding, is there?
Nope. Pitch. And strike 3, mercifully. Birch strikes out Birch. 11 men come to the plate. I'll need a calculator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 runs.
4 hits with 3 errors and 1 runner left on base.
Oh, I can tell you how many errors there were. There were 3 errors.
4 hits, 3 errors. And a man left on. Wow.
So we go to the bottom of the ninth. Louisiana Tech 10, Middle Tennessee 8 on the Blue Raider Network from Ben Wagner.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Granis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Granis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Granis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
And we go to the bottom of the ninth inning. Raiders trailing 10-8. Had an 8-3 lead going into the top of the ninth. Committed 3 errors. The first 2 batters reached on an error which should have been ground ball outs. And then we had a pop out, which should have been the 3rd out to end the game, and woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yeah.
So here is Tyler Minnick to lead off against their closer, Hooks, who was pretty good yesterday.
Well, he's been pretty good all season, Dick, making his 15th appearance. He's thrown 18 innings, given up only 5 runs, all earned on 15 hits, 7 walks, 24 strikeouts.
There's a ball hit right back to the mound. 1 pitch, 1 out in the ninth. The batter will be Keaton Ray.
That first baseman is number 9. So I guess he goes into that. Did I get through with Birch?
Swing and a miss.
Or with Hooks, rather?
I don't remember.
Well, he's got a 2.50 ERA, 2-0 record with 6 saves. And this is certainly a save situation.
Pitch is inside, gets past the catcher, rolls to the backstop. 1-1. So we assume that is one of the Birch brothers behind the plate catching.
I would say that's probably Eli, stays in to catch. Thaxton probably goes to right field.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air to left. That'll be caught or out number 2.
And so that first baseman now is, well, that's Coates.
2 outs here in the
who's
ninth
been at
inning.
third base. So what we've got is a new third baseman.
Here's Kenny McKinley.
And that's number 14.
And the pitch to the plate, swung on, hit to short. Safford up and over to first. That's your ball game. 3 up, 3 down in the ninth for the Raiders. And Louisiana Tech wins by a score of 10-8. I wish we had better news for you, but that's the way this game ended. So we're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with our post-game show. 2 minutes here on the Blue Raider Network. Ron Pip.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Tim Page with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates. Are you on the fence about selling your home? Feel overwhelmed at the thought of purchasing a new home? Well, it's time to get moving. For professional, personal real estate services, give me a call today and put me to work for you. 615-896-5656, or you can reach me at exitmurfreesboro.com. Let's go Blue, and I'll see you at the game.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, we know life comes at you fast, but with the right insurance, you'll always be covered. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, your local State Farm agent, Trevor Haggard, former MTSU baseball player, is here to help you protect what matters most. Give him a call at 615-203-5522 and find the right plan for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm and Trevor Haggard are here to help. 615-203-5522.
Today's game is in the books, and it's time to recap the action in the Blue Raider postgame show. Today's broadcast on the Blue Raider Network has been brought to you in part by Will Fraley, attorney at law, and by Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates and agents Brad Hopkins, Richard Lewis, Tim Page, and Chip Walters. Let's head to the ballpark for today's Blue Raider postgame show.
Well, Louisiana Tech comes back in the ninth inning to win a 10-8 decision over the Blue Raiders. Raiders took an 8-3 lead into the top of the ninth inning, needing 3 outs, and committed errors on the first 2 batters in the ninth, allowing them to reach base, and then a pop out for the first out, which should have been the third out of the inning and would have resulted in an 8-3 Raider win. But that is not the way it worked out. And after a walk to the number 9 hitter to load the bases, the leadoff hitter Coates came through with a double to score a couple of runs, and then the third run scored on an overthrow at home plate. So that made the score 8-6. Michael Ballard followed with a walk, and with 2 men on base and 1 out, Sebastian Mexico hit one over the right field wall against the wind for a 3-run homer to put Louisiana Tech ahead 9-8. The next batter singled and eventually came around to score on a double by Halsey. They sent 11 men to the plate in the 9th inning, scored 7 runs, had 4 hits in the inning, and the Raiders committed 3 errors and just basically threw this game away. 10-8 the final score, as kids here get to run the bases after the game. They're the only ones in a good mood right now, except for the small contingent of Louisiana Tech fans who followed their team here. Louisiana Tech improves to 23-12, 8-2 in Conference USA, while the Raiders drop to 15-20 and 2-9 in conference play. That's just about the story of the game, except for a remarkable comeback by the Raiders, who trailed 3-0 for most of the afternoon. Finally got on board on a solo homer by Brett Bondolan in the 6th inning, and then took the lead with a 3-run homer by Hayden Miller in the bottom of the 7th to go ahead 4-3. Added 4 runs in the 8th inning to take what seemed to be a fairly comfortable 8-3 lead into the 9th, but then the bottom fell out. We're going to take a 1-minute break here, Jackson, while we await Mr. Callis down on field level. So 1 minute, and we'll be back on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call, and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
For our post-game show, let's take it down on the field for John Callow and Coach Myers.
All right, we're down on the field with Coach Jerry Myers. That's kind of a heartbreaker.
Yeah, it's hard to handle, hard to swallow, but we had obviously a great opportunity there that we let get away, and it's hard to put it in perspective. Try to wrap your head around it. It's one of those things where you got 3 outs to get, and a little bit of misfortune, make a couple mistakes, and then it snowballed on us, and it was enough for them to get a lot of momentum.
One of the things that you and I talked about last night was defense, and we had 8 innings of really good defense again today, and then is it concentration? Is it just bad breaks? Bad hops?
I think it's a combination of trying to force things and getting that close to getting back on track, and it's just a combination of wanting to try to do too much and wanting it so bad that you want to get back on track, and all of a sudden you get outside yourself maybe a little bit. Sometimes you can't put your finger on it. You don't know.
And so we still have a chance to pull one out in the series tomorrow.
Yeah, we've got to come back and see if we can salvage a game and put ourselves in position again. And try to do what we can to continue to fight and continue to grind things out and try to play the game the right way.
All right, back to you, Dick.
Thank you.
Thank you for the.
Thank you, John. Thanks, Coach Myers. I know it's tough to talk after a game like that. And the Raiders are a pretty dejected bunch right now. Final score was 10-8, Louisiana Tech winning. And we'll do it again tomorrow with a 1 o'clock start. We'll be on the air with our pregame show at 12:45. Here are the final totals for Louisiana Tech: 10 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. They strand 6 runners. The Raiders, 8 runs, 12 hits, committed 3 errors, all in that last inning, and they left 7 men on base. Winning pitcher will be Hooks, 3-0. Loser will be Ollie Aikens, 2-2. And the time of the game, 3 hours and 6 minutes. Until the last couple of innings, we were well on our way to a 2.5-hour ball game, but the last couple of innings just took a long time. Raiders had a nice comeback to go ahead 4-3 after 7. Added 4 insurance runs in the 8th. You felt pretty comfortable going into the 9th. Cole Torbett struck out the side in the 8th, came out to start the 9th, and the first 2 batters reached on errors, and it just went downhill from there. They wound up scoring 7 runs on only 4 hits in that 9th inning. So 10-8, Louisiana Tech wins it, and we'll do it again tomorrow, 1 o'clock game time, 12:45 for the pregame show. Our thanks to those of you who stayed with us for this one. Appreciate your listening, and join us again tomorrow if you can't get out to the ballpark. Weather's supposed to be better and warmer tomorrow, so make your plans to come out and see some good baseball. The Raiders and the Bulldogs will play at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Our thanks to John Callow for his help in the booth and especially down on the field. Jackson Smith has been our studio producer. So until tomorrow, this is Dick Plummer. Thank you for listening and wishing you a good afternoon from the ballpark.
Thanks for listening to today's Middle Tennessee State University baseball game. Today's game has been produced by Van Wagner College through the facilities of WGNS Radio. The content of today's game is owned by Van Wagner College and the Blue Raider Network and may not be reproduced without express written permission of Middle Tennessee State University and Van Wagner College. Be sure to join us next time for more Middle Tennessee baseball.